Hello there and welcome back to Forever Bow Hunting. Thank you for joining me in today's video. I am now filming on my new Nikon Z30. I freaking love it. I've been waiting forever to get this camera because, quite frankly, I am tired of filming on my phone and running out of room. Although I love the iPhone and its capabilities, but there's nothing like having your own camera and more features and everything else that's packed into this camera. So before we get sidetracked here, thank you guys for all the love and support. I really do appreciate it. I would have never thought that I would be 20 subscribers away from 500. I am super stoked about it, and I hope we keep climbing upwards to the thousands and maybe even more. But like I always say, the sky is the limit. So let's keep trending forward and forget about the past and stay focused on the future. This is going to be my 1-year review on the Bear Adapt and why this bow right here is one of the most underrated bows in the industry right now, just because it's not a flagship bow. But you don't need a flagship bow to be a good shooter. This thing right here has been so good to me. I freaking love this bow. I have really grown to love Bear Archery and appreciate what they're doing. And one of the main reasons is they make budget-friendly bows for us everyday dads that don't have the money to just go out and buy a flagship bow because we got a family to take care of and bills to pay. So at least we get this and we get to shoot. And just remember, it's not the bow, it's the guy behind the bow. So with all that being said, I can't say enough about this Bear Adapt. I have a back bar and a front bar on it. I have the limb driven vapor trail rest on it with the black gold 3-pin. I don't know the exact name, but I keep it simple. I don't need all that fancy crazy stuff to be accurate with my bow. But one thing I have really noticed about this bow that has surprised me from day one, for being a cheaper bow, the draw cycle is unbelievably smooth. Now, I know that's personal preference and everybody has a different feel, but for being a bow that's under $500, this bow draws as smooth as some of those flagship bows. Believe me, I've tested a bunch of them, and this bad boy right here is right up to par with almost every one of them. And does it have some flaws? Yeah, it does. It's not a perfect bow. I mean, I prefer a 33 to 34 ATA bow. This is right around 32, but it feels perfect. And the draw length goes all the way out to 30 and a half. And if it has a smooth draw cycle, that's a big bonus. And if the back wall is pretty solid, we're in business. So this thing has fit the bill from day one. So as you can see, the riser is a different color than the limbs. These are the Fredbear camo limbs. These are the only ones that my shop had. They're 70-pound limbs. I was shooting 60 pounds. That felt like 50. I have nothing against low poundage. I shot low poundage for the longest time and it works great. But I wanted to bump up to 70 because I can pull all the way up to 80 pounds. But I prefer to keep it between like 60 and 74-ish. And that's what this bow is at, 74 pounds. I'm sure after the strings stretch a little bit, it'll probably drop to 71-ish. But either way, plenty enough speed and power to kill a deer. I'm not complaining. I can't wait to get this bow into the woods. This thing has been my baby from day one. I love it. I love it. I can't say enough. It's just a fantastic bow. Very underrated, and I don't know why, but to each his own. Like I said, test as many bows as you possibly can and pick what works for you. This thing is like pulling back a 60-pound bow. I got custom strings on it. Anytime I get a bow, regardless if it's a cheaper bow or a flagship bow, me personally, I always get custom strings. In this situation, I got the Unbound Archery Flow Yellow strings, and it just looks freaking awesome on this thing. I mean, it's got a beautiful riser. I love the grip on it. And like I said, I run just a front bar and a back bar. Nothing crazy, nothing complicated. I keep it simple. My bow is rigged up for hunting, 3D. I can shoot it for all kinds of stuff. And like I said, I prefer a limb-driven rest, black gold sight. I can shoot fixed broadheads all the way out to 60 yards, mechanicals, easy peasy. Yeah, like I said, it's just an all-around fantastic budget bow for an everyday dad slash bow hunter like myself. Now, I know this is the older model and they have the Adapt Plus now, but you can get this thing for probably next to nothing now. So why not? If you're just starting out, get a cheaper bow, and then if you don't like it, you don't have to spend a lot of money. And if you do like it, then you can always upgrade, or you can just stick with this bow like I did. I've had this for roughly a little over a year now, and it has been great to me from day one. I did swap out the cable slide for the Saunders Hyperglide. The stock one, I really don't like. I feel like it just chews up the strings. But once I got this and new strings, and this is at 74 pounds, this thing pulls like it's 60, 65 pounds, man. I am dead serious. Until you get this thing in your hands and you draw it back, you will be shocked. I'm telling you, ignore the price tag. You do not need a flagship bow to be a good shooter or a good hunter. I just feel like these guys every year don't get enough credit. I mean, Bear Archery, they honor Fred Bear every year. I mean, come on. I love their logo. I love everything about them. Fantastic customer service. Just a great budget-friendly bow. If you prefer a more expensive bow, a flagship bow, or whatever the case may be, go for it. Get what you like. Don't let other people influence your decision. Get out to a pro shop, test a bunch of bows. But like I said, this is just an honest review from an everyday dad slash bow hunter. Take it or leave it. But this is going to be in the tree stand with me this fall. I can't wait to shoot this thing. Hopefully I get a big old buck or a doe. Every harvest is a blessing regardless. So there it is again, the Bear Adapt with the Fred Bear camo limbs. Just a beautiful riser. And there's the bottom. It's a single cam. But this thing, man, shooting all the way out to 60 yards, dead money. I absolutely love it. It's quiet. It shoots fast. It's smooth. It's everything I need in a hunting bow. And it's the reason why I will be hunting with this thing. And I probably won't be switching to another bow for a good little while. And I may keep this thing and pass it down to one of my kiddos. But either way, if you're looking for a budget-friendly bow, there it is, the Bear Adapt. Okay, so I neglected to mention one more thing in the bow review. I'm really sorry about that. I tend to get ahead of myself and I forget about some things I wanted to cover. But one of the things is, on the bow grip here, you see these little Allen bolts. You can take these out and shoot right off the riser if you want, instead of shooting with the rubber grip. Some guys like the grip on, some like it off. Whatever works for you, that's all that matters. I mean, you can hunt with this thing in a tree stand, a ground blind, you could spot and stalk, you can do a lot of things with the Bear Adapt. It's a very versatile bow. Hell, even a lot of the guys at the hunting public are shooting Bear archery bows, and a lot of them love the Adapt, and you see they do spot and stalk, tree stand, a little bit of everything. So test one if you can, and if you like it, that's fine. If you don't, post in the comment section below what you like about the bow, what you don't like about the bow. But I'll tell you what I love about this thing, it's budget friendly, draw cycle is smooth, back wall is good, and not to mention, it doesn't feel like 70 pounds when you're pulling it back. It doesn't get better than that, and that's why I love Bear Archery so much, and I've really grown to like their bows. It's actually the bow that I started out with, not this Adapt. I think I started out with a Bear Approach, but somehow I found my way back to Bear Archery again. Just an absolutely awesome, budget-friendly bow that I can't say enough about. And I think that's it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to bring the camera along, hopefully get some good hunts in for you guys. We're trying to elevate the content here at Forever Bow Hunting. So thank you guys for the love and support. Smash the like button, turn notifications on. And if you have any questions, comments, whatever it may be, post it in the comment section below. I love interacting with all of you guys. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It means a lot. And if you guys can do all of that for me, it helps the channel grow. and it helps me in the YouTube algorithm, whatever the hell they want to call it. So wherever I'm at on that chart, it don't matter. I love this. I do it for me, and I do it because I want to bring you guys along on the journey. So thank you for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Yo, I need a drink after all that talking.